Most people believe wealth is random. The right timing, the right opportunity, the right connections. But wealth is not luck. It's structure. Today, I'll break wealth into 3 layers: income, systems, assets. Once you understand these, money stops being mysterious. Let's start with income. Income is fuel. It powers everything. But fuel alone is not strategy. You can earn $10,000 a month and still be financially fragile. Why? Because income without structure disappears. Athletes make millions. Lottery winners cash out. High earners burn through cash. High income is potential, not wealth. Now layer 2, systems. Systems protect income. They move money automatically, before emotion touches it. 3 core systems: allocation, automation, protection. If income is fuel, systems are the engine. Without an engine, fuel burns. Now the 3rd layer, assets. Assets generate income without your time. This is where wealth begins. Active income requires effort. Assets produce income while you sleep. Let's compare. 2 people earn $4,000 per month. Person A spends everything. Person B allocates 20%, automates investments, builds one small asset. 5 years later, the outcome is completely different. Same income, different structure. Wealth is not about earnings, it's about mechanics. Here's the formula: stabilize income, install systems, convert surplus into assets, repeat, no hype, no magic, just structure. So if income is not the core problem, what is? The real issue is structural instability. When money increases but behavior stays the same, nothing changes long term. Most people experience temporary improvement, not permanent progress. A raise creates relief, but relief is not transformation. Because without margin, there is no leverage. And margin only exists when spending does not automatically rise with income. That difference between earning and consuming is where wealth begins. Without that difference, there is no allocation. Without allocation, there is no investment. Without investment, there is no compounding. And compounding is not dramatic in the beginning. It is almost invisible. Small percentages, small transfers, small decisions, repeated consistently. That is why most people underestimate it. They look for visible growth, but real financial change starts quietly. Linear effort feels productive, but linear effort rarely creates exponential outcomes. Structure does. Structure means that money has a predefined role before it arrives, not after you see what is left, before. The moment income enters your account, a portion should already be assigned. Protection, allocation, growth. When that process becomes automatic, emotion becomes less relevant. You no longer need to feel motivated. You no longer rely on discipline every single month. The system makes the decision for you. Most people actually understand this concept intellectually. They know they should save. They know they should invest. They know they should control spending. Information is not the problem. Execution is. And execution fails when structure is missing. Because without structure, every month becomes a new negotiation. You negotiate with yourself. You justify exceptions. You delay allocation. You promise to start next month. And next month never becomes consistent. That is why knowledge rarely changes outcomes. Structure does. Structure removes negotiation. It eliminates internal debate. It reduces friction. When friction disappears, action becomes automatic. And when action becomes automatic, progress becomes predictable. Most financial frustration comes from inconsistency, not from low income, not from lack of opportunity, but from repeated interruptions in discipline. A system protects you from yourself. It protects you from emotional spending. It protects you from temporary fear. It protects you from overconfidence during good periods. Without structure, behavior changes with mood. With structure, behavior remains stable. And stability is the foundation of compounding, because compounding requires time. And time only works when consistency is uninterrupted. That is the difference between reacting and designing. Most people react. They react to bills. They react to lifestyle expectations. They react to temporary income changes. But designing means defining the flow of money in advance. It means deciding that a fixed percentage builds your future no matter what happens this month. It means understanding that stability is more powerful than intensity. Calm systems outperform emotional bursts. Because emotional bursts are temporary, systems are persistent. And persistence is what allows compounding to work. Over time, consistency creates momentum. Momentum creates confidence. Confidence reduces fear-based decisions. And reduced fear prevents destructive financial behavior. That is why structure is not just financial, it is psychological. When you know that allocation happens automatically, stress decreases. When stress decreases, clarity improves. And clarity improves long-term decisions. Instead of reacting to circumstances, you begin operating from intention. And intention is what separates temporary earners from long-term builders. So instead of asking how to earn more this year, ask how to stabilize what you already earn. Instead of chasing higher income without a plan, build the mechanism first. Because once the mechanism exists, higher income accelerates it. But without the mechanism, higher income simply disappears into expansion. That is why two people with identical salaries can end up in completely different financial positions 5 years later. Not because one worked harder, but because one built structure and the other relied on effort. Structure compounds. Effort exhausts. Effort depends on energy. Structure depends on design. Energy fluctuates. Design endures. And over long periods of time, compounding always outpaces intensity. That is how financial stability turns into financial independence, not through sudden breakthroughs, but through consistent, structured decisions repeated over years. The difference is not dramatic in the beginning, it is subtle, almost boring. There is no visible breakthrough, no sudden transformation, just controlled decisions repeated consistently. And that is why most people abandon the process too early. They expect intensity to create acceleration. But acceleration in finance comes from stability, not speed. Speed feels productive. Stability builds wealth. And once stability is established, growth stops feeling uncertain. It becomes mechanical, predictable, structured. And predictability is what turns effort into long-term independence. So let's summarize this clearly. Wealth is not about earning more. It is about installing structure. Income fuels the system. Systems protect the income. Assets create independence. If you focus only on earning, you stay busy. If you build the mechanism, you build freedom. And once the mechanism works, time starts working for you. That's the shift. Subscribe if you want practical systems. Next, why most people stay financially stuck.